I can't even believe that I got this bag. How the hell did I get a Kelly? If you hear the price for which I got my Hermes bag, you will faint. Hi everyone, so I was waiting to film this video for such a long time and it finally happened. I got my first Hermes bag and it actually is a bag that I've always wanted. And if you want to know how I got it, because it's not like the conventional route, but I think it's probably one of the best routes to go and get an Hermes bag, then keep on watching. So first, what kind of Hermes bag did I always want? I always wanted a Kelly. I'm a Kelly lover. For me it's Kelly or Birkin. I mean, I love Birkins too, but I always wanted my first Hermes bag to be a Kelly. More specifically a Kelly 28, and I wanted the sellier version because the sellier version is like more structured and the retourne version is a little bit more slouchy, and I like the more structured kind of handbags. And if you watch my handbag collection video, you probably already know that. And then I first wanted to have it in gold, and I always wanted to have it in the gold color, but I always also liked black, and my leather of choice was, until recently, Epsom. I still love Epsom, but then I saw Je suis Lou and also Sabrina, I think she's called, from the store Luxury Promise in the UK, raving about the box leather. And for me, box leather was always super delicate because I have the Chanel 20cc and I think it's like one of the most delicate leathers out there. So I'm always a bit cautious when it comes to delicate leathers because I like to wear my bags. Like, I really like to wear my bags a lot. So I was always, ooh, I loved the look. But then they talked about the box leather and that it's really not that delicate. It's delicate, but not like super delicate. And if it scratches or something like that, you can always send it to an Hermes spa. So I started to love box leather because I think the look of it, it's like the most elegant leather out there for sure. And then, yeah, now you know what my kind of preferences were. Now we're getting to the story on how the hell did I get a Kelly, and for example, and also which Kelly did I get. And if you hear the price for which I got my Hermes bag, you will like faint because it's an amazingly good deal. Amazingly good deal. So I will tell you that at the end. So how did I get my bag? If you read the title, you know that I got my bag at an auction. And now you think, well, why did you get it at an auction? And as you know, getting it in store is quite hard. And I actually never even asked my sales associate because I was like, well, I actually don't really like this waiting game and I don't want to wait and be super grateful so that I can pay $10,000 for a handbag. I was kind of like, well, I don't really like this waiting game. And also that you have to buy so many things before that you don't even want, maybe. Like, I just really did not like this. And I also didn't want to go to pre-loved route, for example, through Vestiaire or something like that, because even though they do offer authentication service, those sites, I heard that their authentication service sometimes fails, and I did not want to take that risk because I think Hermes bags are probably like the most faked bags out there, and there are some very good fakes and I don't want to get a fake. So I was like, well, what do I do? So last spring, summer, I think it was July or June, I was browsing through some auction sites because I live in Switzerland and we have a lot of like very reputable auction houses that sell like jewelry for $500,000 and paintings and stuff like that, so they know their business. And sometimes, one in a blue moon, they do luxury handbag auctions and they only have like Hermes bags or like some very special Chanel and Dior bags. So last July there was an auction and I really wanted this Hermes bag, but then like in the last minutes the prices, they skyrocketed. Like they were extortionately expensive, like 15,000 or something like that, or even more, and I was not prepared to buy them to pay so much for the bag. So I kind of forgot about it, and then I think it was 2-3 weeks ago I got the catalog from the auction house, because they always send it to me because I subscribed there, and there was another auction for luxury vintage handbags, and I was like, do they have like my dream bags? And then I looked through it and I saw this amazing bag, my bag. And I was like, well, they will obviously, the price will obviously skyrocket again, like, because they do start low, the prices, but you can bid like from 3 weeks before the auction until the auction ends. So I was like, well, in the next 3 weeks the prices will go up so much. So I always checked in because I was cautious, like, is the price already up? Is the price already up? And it was 5 days before the auction, price was not really high. Then 1 day before the auction, price was still not really that high, and then I started to get excited. I started to get so excited because I was like, okay, no. Don't get too excited, Kiara. Don't get too excited, because if you don't get it, then you're sad again, like last summer. So the day of the auction, I had an appointment to do my eyebrows and some other things that I will show you in another video. And so I had that appointment, so I was not at home. I was in Zurich. Because the appointment was before 2 o'clock when the auction started. But my one appointment was before that, and one appointment was just like, I think at 3 or 4 o'clock. So I had spare time when the auction was. So I think 1:45 or 1:30, I sat in a cafe and took out my laptop, and I was like, well, let's just see. Like, the price will obviously go like to the 15,000 again. And then the auction started, and my bag was one of the last bags that came up, like one of the real last bags. There were like, I think 20 other bags that came before it. And you have to know with this auction, and I think it's probably with most auction sites out there, it's like if someone bids in the last minute, then they will add another minute of auction or bidding time. But the other auctions, they will just go their way, like at all. Like sometimes, for example, the first item that would end at 14:02, and then they always bid again. So this is still in auction, and the items that came after it are already finished. So because my bag was the last bag, there were like 10 other bags or like 7 other bags who had their last minute, whilst my bag had his last minute or his last minutes. And if you did not know that the other bags, like that you have to scroll down because so many bags can finish at the same time, you wouldn't think to scroll down and look at the other bags because all of those bags are still in auction. Why should the bag down there, or should the auction of this bag down there end, if you know what I mean? But I knew it because I participated at the auction in July, so I knew that. And I always only had my bag on site, so I always just looked at my bag. So then I saw the last minute was coming up, and I was like, okay, I will bid once, because I'll just bid once. It will obviously go up, because it was still not up. The price was still so good. And then I bid, and my heart was pounding. Like my heart, it was just like that. I was like, I was shaking, my heart was pounding. The people around me, because this cafe, like, people sit quite close to each other, they looked at me as if I were like the most crazy person. They probably thought, like, what does this girl do on the internet? Like, what does she do there? I don't want to know what they thought that I was doing, but I was like that. I was really like that. I tried to take a sip of my water, but I couldn't because my hands were just shaking so much. Like I think I was never that nervous in my life. Okay, once at my bar exam. I was that nervous at my bar exam, but I was just so excited. And then just I saw like 10, 9, I filmed that for you, 10, 9, 8, 7, go down, and then just was like auction ended. Oh, and before that, the funny thing is when I bid, I got a notification that there was a bid on my bag because I saved it to my favorites. I was like, no, someone overbid me, and I just put in another bid, and I actually overbid myself. Silly me, but not by a lot. So then it was auction is ended, and it was like, well, did I win? Did someone else win? What happened? Like, what happened? And then I was like searching like my profile, everything on the site, on the auction site. There was nothing. I was looking through my mails, and then like I think 3 minutes later, and I was shaking the whole time because I was like, oh, I got it. It was like, no, don't get too excited. Maybe you didn't get it. Maybe there was a glitch on the website and someone overbid you and you just did not get a notification. And I was like, okay, just calm. I was literally like that in the cafe. I was calm, be calm. I was checking it, everything, and then about 3 to 5 minutes later, I got the notification, congratulations, you won. And I was like, no, that can't be possible. I was so happy. I immediately called my boyfriend. I was like, oh my god, do you know what happened? And he was like, what happened? And I was like, it's the best thing ever. And he was like, did you win the lottery? And I was like, no, actually quite the opposite. My bank account is not more full, it's quite less full now. So, and he was like, oh no, you did it, you got it. And I was like, yes. And we were both so happy on the phone, and the people around me were like, that's the most crazy person there is. Probably she has something. I don't know what's wrong with her, but I did not care. I did not care at all. And yeah, this was the story on how I got the bag. And then I kind of filmed a little clip before I went to go and pick the bag up. And when I picked it up, because I had to wait 2 days because the auction was before the weekend, so I had to wait 2 days before I could go and pick it up in person. Oh my god, I can't even, like, I don't even know. I was so happy, and now I'm just about to go and pick it up. And oh, I can't wait, but I have to wait until they open because, yeah, now I will go and drive there and pick up my handbag. So excited, and when I'm back, I will show you how it looks and we can admire it together. Okay, now I've just left the building, and let me tell you, I have it. I can't believe that I finally have this handbag. Like, oh, I can't believe it. And as soon as I'm home, I'm going to show you the bag, unpack it with you, inspect it. But actually I have to say, they just showed me the bag, and I actually did not expect it to be in such a good condition, because I actually expected it, for the price that I got it for, that it had like a lot of signs of usage, but it actually doesn't. It's amazing. So see you at home. I will see you at home, and yeah, I'm just happy. I'm just so happy, like, oh. And now it's time to show you my bag. And actually I have to say, because of the price, and like the description was like, well, it has signs of use and something like, and like it has signs of use. And I was like, well, no problem, I will just send it to the Hermes bar. Like, the price was so good that I don't care that I have to send it to the Hermes bar. And like what I heard about it, the Hermes bar is not that expensive. So I was like, well, I know that the bag won't look good, I would just immediately send it to the Hermes bar. But then I went there and I got the bag, and maybe you saw it in the clip, but the bag looks amazing. Like, it looks amazing. Like, I don't even have to send it to the Hermes bar now. Maybe I will sometimes, because it kind of gets a little polish, which I like. But yeah, I don't have to, because it looks stunning. Like, it seriously looks stunning. And the only downside is that they don't have the lock anymore. Like, they didn't have the lock anymore, which I really don't care, to be honest. But now it's time to show you the bag. Bam, bam, bam. I mean, look at this beauty. It's an Hermes sellier 28 with gold hardware, exactly what I wanted, and it's in the box letter, as you might have realized after the introduction. Look at this bag. I will later show you some shots, modeling shots, not drinking shots, on how it looks on me. But this is the bag. It looks perfect. And if you look in there, it's also perfect in there. Do you see that? It's literally like, look at that. And some more for the back, to the bag. It's from the year 2002, so it's 19 years old, and it looks perfect. And like, if that's a used condition, I don't even want to know what a good condition is, because for me that's like the perfect condition. The only thing is that it has a little bit like that. Do you see that? So I will just quickly buy, like I already ordered it. I just quickly bought a bag organizer to put in my baby, and yeah, I'm just over the moon. Like, I can't even tell you how happy I am to finally have this bag. It's the perfect size. It's the sellier. It's the black. It's the gold hardware. It's the Kelly. I still can't believe it, because I'm just so happy. Like, I can't believe that I'm only 25 and already have my Hermes bag that I always wanted. Like, it won't be the last one. I'm actually sure about that. It just won't be the last one, because I love their bags. And also, I mean, the quality of this bag is impeccable. Like, I can see it now. I can see what all people are always talking about Hermes quality. Like, if you compare it to Chanel, I'm sorry Chanel, I love you, but Hermes wins. Like, Hermes wins with quality, and also that's their most delicate leather. And it looks like that after 19 years. And I think this box leather is actually what I can tell by looking at it, by just making this. It's less delicate than the lambskin leather on the Chanel Trendy CC. I think that I will tell you more when I used it a little bit. But yeah, this is the bag. Obviously, you can, with a Kelly, you can close it like that. Then it's like that. And do you see also the hardware? It really has not a lot of scratches. Like, it really does not. Like, some of my bags that I only have like 2 years or something like that, they have more scratches on their hardware than this one. And I mean, there, like, you always have to open and close it. Like, this hardware, I thought it would be like full of scratches, because use it a lot, but it really isn't. And I think like the best way to wear it, like my favorite and my preferred way to wear a Kelly, is actually if you put the flap in there, and then if you wear it like that. So that's my favorite way to wear it. And now, what we've all been waiting for. How much did I pay? How much did I pay for this bag from the auction? And before I tell you that, I have to tell you, I bought it from one of, it's probably the most reputable, like the most reputable auction house in Zurich, and probably one of the most reputable ones. Probably one of the auction houses from the whole world with one of the best reputation. And I paid, like, you see, if I bid, my bid was 2,600, but you always have to pay a premium to the auction house, which was like over 25%. So at the end, I paid 3,305 Swiss francs for it, which is amazing. And the reason why my bag probably did not go up so much is, first of all, a lot of other bags before that were ending at the same time, so a lot of people probably did not realize that if you scroll down, that there are a lot of other bags that are ending as well. That's the first thing, because this exact same bag, just in the 32, went, and it was from the 40s or 50s, so that should probably be a lot less expensive, because the 28 is more like a more popular size, and from the 40s, 50s, this one is from 2002, and this one went for like 7,000, and another one went for 14,000, 15,000. Those were all like the ones that were more at the beginning, so they were ending at the same time as this one. And also, they described it as having a lot of signs of use, which it obviously has not. And also, the photo of this bag wasn't like the bag in person. It looks a lot prettier, because in the photo it has kind of like a navy tint. So if people did not go in there and look at the other photos, they probably thought that it was navy and that it has a lot of less good condition. So I just got extremely lucky. I have to be honest, I got extremely lucky. Obviously the auction house guarantees authenticity, because they only take things from people that went through this process of making sure they have good things. They authenticate everything. I heard that they do work with Hermes together and with like jewelers together, because on the same day there was also a jewelry auction and some pieces went for $500,000. So I think they really know their business, and I can be sure that it's authentic, because they always also ask the seller to show a copy of the bill, like of the to show a copy of the bill. And yeah, so they are 100% one of the best places to buy. And if you also do not want to play the waiting game at Hermes, and if you also do not want to take the risk of buying on a pre-loved size like Vestiaire or something like that, because I love Vestiaire, but I just heard that it happens quite a bit, especially with Hermes bags, that they authenticate it wrong. So if you don't want to take that risk, I would go the auction side. I know that probably not all auction houses ship worldwide. I know that a lot of auction houses in Switzerland, you have to come to the auction to Switzerland, or you have to have someone here to because you have to pick it up yourself, like you have to show your passport, everything. So I don't know, if you don't know someone in Switzerland, maybe go and look for other auction sites that have a very good reputation. For example, Sotheby's, I always struggle to say this name, has Hermes bags as well. So maybe take a look at those, because with those you really can be sure that they are real and that they don't lie about anything, because they give you like the guarantee that you could take it back. But that never happened. I asked. They always say no. They have such a hard process for people to bring their stuff that it never happened that something is not true. So yeah, this is my new baby. I love it. It's my favorite bag from Night right now, and you will see a lot more of this bag. So if you haven't subscribed already to my channel, you might like to subscribe, because I upload Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday every single week, and I upload mostly about fashion, preferably luxury shoes and luxury handbags, and also outfits, and also some beauty or just some fun, great, beautiful lifestyle things. And if you're a shopaholic, then you will probably like my content. So if you want to subscribe, you won't miss any new videos with this baby. I would be super happy. And also let me know if you have a wish or a question about the bag or the auction process in general, then I will make sure to answer you straight away. And I will just see you in my next video. Oh no, before I just show you how this bag looks on.